Why there in YouTube? It's your boy Kurtman, and I'm back with another video. Peace. Peace to everybody tapping in. Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses, peace to the kings and queens. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you're not, welcome back. But hey, today's video, bruh, it's just gonna be about how to distinguish between a boy and a man, my nigga. This video is for literally anybody. If you, my nigga, watching this, still think you got boy tendencies, this one is for you, my boy, because in order for you to be successful and become who you're trying to be, we're gonna need to get rid of these. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. Number one, emotional maturity, my nigga. I spoke about this in my last video, but the only way to distinguish between a boy and a man, bro, when it comes to emotional maturity, you're gonna find that boys quick to react. A boy is quick to react, bro. Boys always avoid responsibility, so that means you don't have the maturity to handle things emotionally. It means you're not in tune with your emotions to the point where you can feel things without having to react. You know what I'm saying? And this takes maturity for you to grasp this skill and understand it, because the moment you're quick but to react, the moment you're always throwing tantrums, always being a bitch, always complaining, the moment when responsibility is handed down to you and you don't want anything to do with that, that's a boy tendency, bruh. Bruh, real niggas, real men, bro, you take that shit by the chest, bro. You feel me? Real men have the ability to be able to analyze situations rationally and use rationality instead of emotions. And it's okay to still feel the emotions, but reacting to the emotions is what's not okay. This is what distinguishes between a boy and a man, bro. Because as a young nigga, as a boy, bro, you quick. As soon as something happen, oh, you know what I'm saying? As soon as something happen, you quick. As soon as you got a lot of work to do, you complain about it. You throwing tantrums. As soon as responsibility is handed down, you don't want none of that. But a man, bro, you gonna take that shit by the chest. If you catch an L, you eat that shit up. You know what I'm saying? If something bad happens, you know what I'm saying? Take a step back. Be able to handle things emotionally mature, in an emotionally mature fashion. You know what I'm saying? This is how you distinguish. So if you're the type who always throwing tantrums, always avoiding responsibility, you don't want nothing to do with things that could cause you trouble. Not necessarily trouble, but you know what I'm saying? Like bruh. Power, like if you want power, like every man wants power, right? And with great power comes responsibility. So the moment you cannot take small responsibilities on, how you think you're gonna handle bigger responsibilities? That means you cannot handle power. And you definitely not a man if you can't do that. Boom, nigga, you know what I'm saying? And let's go into the second one. Accountability and responsibility. I just said that. If you can't take, like, boys, bro, don't want to take accountability, bro. You quick to always blame the next man. If you in a team, bro, I seen this anywhere. I seen this at school, I seen this at work, I seen this in a team environment where you can have a team, like a team of players, right? And maybe one person makes a fuck up. But at the end of the day, it's a team, right? And then in a team, you always got that one person who never want to take the blame for nothing. As much as they could be a part of the reason why they caused the shit to happen, they never want to take the blame, so they'll rather throw you under the bus. If you're the type of people, bruh, that's like you know what I'm saying, that's a boy tendency. Because a real man, bro, is gonna want to take accountability, is gonna want to take responsibility. Because at the end of the day, it's about understanding that, hey, bruh, things happen, you human, you ain't a robot, you can make a mistake. But the point about making a mistake is about always trying to see how you can be better the next time. So if you're the type who avoid accountability, avoid responsibility, bruh, that's little boy tendencies. Because real men love that shit. Nigga, I love it when I get something I need to be responsible for. I love it when I got something I can be held accountable for. Even if I catch an L about it, bro. At the end of the day, I'm a man, but it's just what I gotta do, bruh. Like, that's just my purpose, that's just my destiny, that's just what comes with being a man, my nigga. It's responsibility and accountability. You gotta be able to take accountability for everything in your life, nigga, because everything is your fault. I've been said this, but this is what it comes down to. Real men understand that everything is their fault, nigga. Like, every situation you're in is most likely your fault, because when life puts you in a situation, you always got two roads to choose from, and it's only one person who made that choice, but it's you. So whether you choose to go this direction, whether you choose to go direction, that's your choice, my nigga. So at the end of the day, who's gonna take accountability for it if it's not you? Especially for your life. So that's another thing. You gotta be able to take accountability and responsibility for everything and anything. Otherwise, you still a little boy, bro. You still a little boy. Even in your girl eyes, you still a little boy. In your mama eyes, you still a little boy. In everybody's eyes, you still a little boy if you cannot do these little things like accountability and responsibility and shit. You feel what I'm saying? On to the next step, bro. Long-term thinking and planning. So when it comes to this, right, boys, like, bro, I'm 20, bro, so I can relate. If you young too, I can relate, because at this age, bro, I'm noticing that we mostly focused on instant gratification. Like, you mostly focused on what can make me feel good right now, when it's all about long-term thinking and planning. You know what I'm saying? But real men understand this though. Real man understands that, hey, it's all about, what about in the next 10 years, bro? You feel me? What about in the next 5 years? What about in the next 15 years? Well, you just thinking about now type shit. You just thinking about, okay, what can make me happy now? So you see, with this mentality now, you get caught up in stupid shit, like always partying, always drinking, always doing things that just make you happy instantly. And in most cases, things that give you instant gratification are most likely never good for you in the long term, bro. Because you get to understand, like, when you're doing shit for the long term, bro, in the moment it don't feel as good, but in the later coming years, that shit gonna be beneficial. You feel me? Like, long term things don't usually feel as good in the moment compared to things that make you happy instantly. So real men understand this, like, long term planning over short term gratification. Because if you still focused on things that make you happy in the moment right now, you still a boy, bruh. We can't hang, we can't talk, we can't chill. We can't. What about 3 years from now, nigga? What about 6 months from now? What about 5 years from now? What about 10? You feel what I'm saying? On to the next point, bruh. Section 4. Relationships and communication, dog. So you find out, like, bruh, if you still a boy, bruh, it's hard for you. It's hard for you to manage relationships, because at the end of the day, bruh, every relationship needs nurturing and growing. So you find in your relationship that if you still a boy, communication is hard for you. This means you ain't trying to confront situations, because at the end of the day, you might find out that you might come across conflict. Like, every relationship gonna come across conflict, whether it's with your girl, whether it's your homies. At the end of the day, homeboy might do something that you don't like. Homeboy might do something that you don't fuck with at all, but you too pussy. You still a boy, so you cannot confront that, and you cannot communicate effectively about how that situation making you feel or whatever. That's the boy tendency. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to communicate effectively. You gotta be able to handle that shit as it's supposed to be, because this is what mature men do. This is what real men do. You're supposed to be willing and open to communicating through a situation. You're supposed to be willing. This is the only way in relationship, especially in relationships, bro. Like, you should be able to communicate, because if you can't, you most likely gonna fumble relationship. Good relationships too. It could be business relationships. It could be romantic relationship. It could be you know what I'm saying, financial, anything. As the moment you cannot communicate effectively, it could take a big toll on your life, bro. And that's a little boy tendency, because little boys don't know how to communicate. Little boys just gonna overreact, nigga, throw a tantrum, and you know what I'm saying, do some stupid shit like that. But a real man, bro, real man gonna sit down, bro. You gonna point the shit out, that's the problem, and you're gonna put it down as a 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? Communicate effectively. Put that shit down. Speak with your chest, nigga. That's what real men do. Real boys don't. Boys don't do that, bro. Boys don't do that. So it's about communicating effectively. As a man, you gotta be able to do that. And that's point number 4. Number 5, integrity and values. This one very important to me, because at the end of the day, this is where this is where I am able to make friends, and I am able to bring people into my life, is based on their values and integrity. And you find that, bro, if you're still a boy, you probably don't got no values, no integrity. You still doing dumb shit. You don't stand on nothing. You ain't got nothing to stand for. I'd rather hang out with a man who stands for something than a man who stands for nothing. Because a man who stands for something, that's a real man, bro. Whereas a man who stands for nothing, that's a bitch ass pussy. hey, excuse the language, but you get what I'm saying? Like, that's still a little boy. Still a little boy. If you don't stand for anything, if you ain't got no morals, no values, and no integrity that you stand on, bruh, how I'm supposed to call you a real man? Because real men stand on something. That's what make us man, is our values and our morals and our principles. That's what makes a man, bro. So if you don't got these, you probably still a little boy, and you probably need to work on that. You need to work on your values, work on your morals, work on your boundaries, bro. Like, where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line as a man? You feel me? If you don't got none, if you don't stand for nothing, then you stand for anything, and that's bad. That's a little boy tendency. You feel me? Last one, bruh. Independence and self-sufficient. Boys depend on their mama. I ain't saying that to throw shade if you still living with your mama, if you still getting your money up, if you still trying to get right so you can get out. The only reason you should be with your mama right now, bro, if you're over 18, is if you still trying to get out the house. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying independence and self-sufficiency is what separates a boy from a man. Because a boy, you still have to depend. That's why you a boy. You still gotta depend on mama. Mama still you know what I'm saying? Like, everything coming from somewhere. You still gotta depend on somebody to get you something to eat, food and shit. You still gotta depend on somebody to get you money. I ain't bashing you if that's you, as long as you're working on getting out of that situation, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, like, every man on the planet, every man walking on this planet is an economy, my nigga. What do I mean by that? Every man walking on the planet is a walking planet, my nigga. Which this means every man that you meet, every man that you interact with has something that you can get from them. Which means it's a certain type of value. And this comes in an economy. Economy means it's a functioning economy, right? It means it got everything it needs to survive. It got everything it needs to sustain. So if you're not self-sufficient, how you gonna be able to help anybody? You know, if you're not independent, how you gonna be able to help them ones who need? Because at the end of the day, that's what men are supposed to do, right? We're supposed to serve and protect. So if you're not self-sufficient, if you're not independent, how you gonna do these things? That's what makes you a man at the end of the day, bro. You know what I'm saying? And those are all the points I got, but I just want to speak more on the last point, because I feel like that one, a lot of us don't understand. Like, my nigga, my daddy ain't tell me this, but I know this, right? Bro, as a man, you're loved conditionally, my nigga. Like, no man is gonna get love unconditionally unless it's from within. That's the only way you're gonna get love, bro. Your mama gonna give you unconditional love, and the love that you get from within. You might be, bro, you lucky if you get a woman who love you unconditionally. But most cases, bro, it's under a condition. What conditions, though? Can you provide? Can you protect? Can you serve? Because those are the three aspects that are most important for a man. That's how you earn your respect. That's how you gain your respect. It's by your capabilities to protect and provide, nigga. So if you can't do that, then don't expect no love. And at the end of the day, you don't need no love. Especially if if you're on your way to becoming a man, bro. You have to understand this. We're loved under conditions. Cause if you can't do shit for nobody, but you find it in the real world, bro. If you cannot do anything for nobody, especially men of value, if you don't bring anything to the table, why would a man of value want you on the table, my nigga? Cause you a leech. In other words, you a leech. You basically there to leech. But if you got something of value that you can provide, obviously they're gonna want you on the table. That's basically love, bro. Obviously they're gonna show you some love. You feel me? So shit, you gotta understand that. But yeah, that's the video for today, bro. The difference between a boy and a man. I just mentioned a few points, and if you resonate, if you feel what I'm saying, bro, leave a comment. If you don't like what I'm saying, nigga, leave a comment. But like the video, comment, share it, subscribe. I'll be back with another one, man. Peace, and I'm out.